Alright, so I am back with episode 2, even though not that many people went on the first episode, but I am going to go ahead and start with episode 2, because why not? I've been wanting to do this for a while. Let's just see how it goes. So I already have the game open, and we're back here. So, let's not waste any more time like I did the first episode, and go ahead and continue. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all.
While I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Probe did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet.
eh,
And Probe liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Eh? That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Probe appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? And you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way and make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Probe started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
Hold on. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Probe,
She's just trying to make me look bad.
that's not true. She started it.
If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have it to figure out. Help me explain that to her, Probe. Wait. There is reason we have so many deep impressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Probe?
Well,
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Uh, who's the, I don't... I don't know which one. I guess... Natsuki? Yuri, you're really talented. Eh? Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that... I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah! I did it, didn't I? It did, didn't I? Didn't it? I can't speak. Ha. Aha! Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glanced over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so? You don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Probe. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about, Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Everyone... Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she has boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your... Okay. I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Probe. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the change to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Eh? What about what? That's not what the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Probe, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Probe! Probe! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I could see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Probe, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see in the future what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an intentional monologue sometimes. Internal. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, so let's go. Sorry. Chocolate. Because why not? Like chocolate. The universe. I don't want that one. Despise. Party. The climax. Oh god, I'm feeling sorry. Hold on, I'm gonna try and the marshmallows. Anything food related is for her. You know what? Doki Doki. Oh crap. Oh crap. I didn't mean oops. Well. Flowers. The heartbeat? Passion. Again, determination, because why not? Okay, let's go for this one. Sparkles. Sparkle. Disoriented. Infinite. Jumpy. Bouncy. Massacre. Okay, went for the other two mainly that time. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Probe! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things for you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry or want an excuse to walk. Or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's still one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Probe to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is far enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. Also, my head hurts. Oh god. Speaking like this is really starting to get to my head, and my head is really starting to swivel. Okay. Hold on, let me rest a bit. I don't know why my head is just... Okay. I'm gonna try to continue. There's no way you could think of that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Yes, there totally is. I like knives. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Pop! Ka! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the paper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand around her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot. Yeah, why do I keep changing their voices? You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite out of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, but do you think I'd give you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. A cookie, still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off to her. Yuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh?
Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Ag.
Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true.
Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What helped you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least.
I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Probe. Monica smiled sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous episode escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of The Parfait Girls out of my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So, you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from the inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. So I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there. I just had to organize it a bit. Ag. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a fertile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves, and besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on a top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there is a capsule stool still that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean,
I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me.
Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsal design.
Ah, careful.
Get careful.
I know what I'm doing.
Standing on the stool, Natsuki's tips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Oh no.
Ah.
Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf.
See? Kya!
The book suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles.
What? Waluigi, I turned to Waluigi, you know?
Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly.
There!
Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them just.
I said I could do it. I don't want your help, okay?
Oh no, my nose is itchy. Okay. I'm gonna get a chair. Oh shit.
I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on.
Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet.
Let's see.
The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet.
Aha!
Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which is a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels over to the closet. Ah! It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls, but I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut.
Ash!
Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances on her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch.
Aha! There we go. See, I can easily do it now.
Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below.
What?
The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf.
What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing?
Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches it back up. I can almost, yep. Gah. I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Help! Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, Probe. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry up and take this one. Eh? But then I have to let go of the chair.
That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up.
Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Eh? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. Give me the box.
You set me up. Go away. Get out.
But...
I'll do it myself. Ah.
The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki!
Kia!
Okay. I'm about to blow somebody's eardrums out. Oh god, okay. The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands, and then the books go flying. I got you! Crash. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. Ugh. My right arm and back are seriously felt the impact. Ugh. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Gah. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Eh? Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gah! Gross, gross! Gah! A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko? Everything okay over there? I heard a lot of noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica! See what happens when you put the Monica... See what happens when you put yourself on the top shelf? See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club member or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems your most recent club member is a total perv. So I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like that I'm off the book. I'm off the hook. Oh no. My. Eh? I look down. Natsuki's kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There are large diagonal crease along the page that she desperately trying to smooth out. Must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix this crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut and throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you... No. Natsuki voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help you get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No. I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up, and I'll move the rest of your manga for you. Ah. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This will help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up from her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Nah. Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I can do. The next couple minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf and Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up, if you insist. This is really starting to hurt my throat. I never thought just, saying this out loud would ever be... This is my first time actually ever doing this type of thing for, YouTube and stuff. So my throat is, very... My throat does not like this very much. Oh, God. And I slept all day today because I was so freaking tired. I should not have made that video so late. Anyway, we sit up in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in the manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. I guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know. Told you. Yeah. I returned to my seat and slipped the book into my bag. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go in the same order. Monica. Hi again, Probe. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not gonna be bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. I want to share what you wrote for today, okay? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. You've been spending some time with Natsuki, haven't you? You must like her writing style. Yeah. I think it's a neat way to tell a story. I don't disagree. Natsuki's poems may be cute, but they're also meaningful. I can see why'd you be into that the style. I guess that means you're not as much as a fan of Yuri's poems then. I wouldn't say that. I kind of like everyone's poems. That's true, but I'm sure you like some more than others, right? Like Yuri's use of complex words and symbolism. Or Sayori's way of impressing happiness or sadness in a more direct way. You must have some kind of preference, don't you? Now that it's context anyway, contest. I was just curious, that's all. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless symphony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine. Tangent. Never heard that word. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. That's... Load me? Again, the freaking poems always have just a bit of like symbolism at the bottom here. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're just trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem's about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as always, be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Sorry, I was holding that cough for a while. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Excuse me? Yeah, you really love breaking the fourth wall, don't you? The MC is not gonna know what the hell you're talking about. But I do, obviously. You love doing this, don't you? You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I can't tell if she was talking to me or MC. She was probably talking to me. I think I'm gonna go in the same order like last time. I think. I know I did Monica first, so... Did I do Natsuki second? I obviously did Natsuki second. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem, but then she must have read more than once. Oh. Arg. Isn't that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously, you think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me my break. Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes, like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes. Excuse me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks to the room. Hey, Probe. Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No! I just told her that... My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Okay. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She skims over it for a second, her smile not fading from her face. I see. At first, I just thought you liked her writing style. But you wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? No. No, I didn't. No, not at all. No. Not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day, too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Probe? Okay. What do you want? I have not. I've been in my room all day. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I I did not realize my dad already, like, put the presents under the tree. Oh crap, I shouldn't have said that. I probably should not have said that, because then now it's gonna be obvious that okay. Um, yes, I believe in Santa. Yes, of course I believe in Santa. Yes. Totally not being sarcastic. Try not to hide something, you know? Ugh. I'm not cheating, though. I was gonna say I'm not cheating because I actually picked what I wanted. Like, I did, okay, because I only watched the game, like, maybe, like a long time ago. And then I didn't cheat, I swear, Monica. I'm not cheating. Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something to oh shit, was that her line? I feel like it was her line. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches a poem out of Monica's hand. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. Ugh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know? You have a bad habit of doing that. Eh? Well, I did show it to Monica first, so I'm not sure what the hell they talk about. Okay. But Pro wrote this poem. And we're supposed to share it with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Probe is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like everyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Ugh. Never mind. Natsuki. I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Probe is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. So maybe this time I should have let, wait, why'd you say Sayori? Why didn't you say Yuri? I didn't show it to Yuri yet. Developers don't pay attention to detail. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's going to like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. Oh yeah, although even though I watched this like years ago, I still don't quite remember some things. So there's gonna be a lot of things that I don't remember. Mainly just the main text in general. Is there anything else I'm missing? Is there something else that I should remember? I mean, obviously. Although I forget the reasons. Yeah, okay, whatever. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Oh god, hold on. I'm not... Oh, I need to... Oh gosh, dang it. I had to sneeze for a while and now it's gone. Okay. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icy, wriggly, icky. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to this nurse. To the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. But if her friends start to like spiders too? What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off written without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. That one more sounds like a just hate speech, to be honest. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain the complicated issues with much simpler analogies. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. That's gross. Okay. And it helps people really realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby. It's a guilty or pleasure. Or guilty or pleasure. Love reading. Yes, obviously. Something that you're afraid of people find out. They'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone? And it makes them happy. Love. Yes, love it. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my poem with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow, too, okay? Alright, I will. Okay. I don't remember who I was with next, so I'm just gonna say Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Probe. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Eh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. You know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem you feel perfect. I can't speak, I'm going to beam. Oh god, that sounds wrong. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through feelings, and write down the things you see or hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader. Oh. And one of my friends is playing that game. It's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly interesting technique. Oh god. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Isn't this your poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands a poem. Okay, this one I could kind of read a bit more. The raccoon. Okay, now I get why. Now I get why that there's pictures of Yuri as a raccoon. Now I get it now, because I watched the channel where someone was, as Yuri, and one day they made a video where they were looking at pictures of her online, and she found one of her as a raccoon. I get it now. Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, it happened in the dead of night. That's a game. I might also play that eventually. While I was slicing bread for a guilty snack, my attention was caught by the skittering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I give the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the sympathy. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon illuminates its face and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that gestures in the eyes of my raccoon friend. Glistens. Sorry. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions into the feeling of satisfied animal. Oh God. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy every time I vanquish my cutting knife. The raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic favorite conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. I don't like that one. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery is conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Azuki also write something about that? About something being ridiculed for strange interest? She did? Yeah. I was talking about how it doesn't matter if you're into, as long as you're not hurting anyone. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah? Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please, don't tell her that I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay. No, not Siri. Siri, yes, her name's Siri. Sayori. Oh! I like this one, Probe. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving me some thoughts? Some thought. Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see her liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy things the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give you the rain cloud a little hug, and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Probe. I should go write that down, then. You can read my poem now, okay? Yes? Okay. Battles! Bottles. Sorry. I auto-corrected that in my brain with battles. It's bottles. A pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. I think you used this wrong. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like bundles of kittens I reached inside. Okay, to be honest, if you don't mind, I'm gonna actually read these in my head, because it's actually really hard just to read all these. Huh, okay. I'm sorry, I had to go silent for a bit because my head is really starting to hurt just from reading. I'm not exactly sure why, but like every time I start talking or like trying to read and talk at the same time, it's like my head really starts to hurt, and I don't know why. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep on writing until I die. Oh god. Don't get ahead of yourself. Right, Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it like, no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be spasmodic. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading through each of other poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit in front of the room. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna cut the voices here, and I'm actually just gonna use my regular voice to read these lines because it's kind of hard to keep up with reading in a voice. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we have to really do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. By the way, I'm so tempted to just skip over all of this right now because I really just want to get to the nitty-gritty. But I kind of just don't want to get to that yet. I want to, like, you know. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us exactly what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? But, Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on posters in case anyone wants to be prepared ahead of time. Ehehe. Sayori, who has been coloring a poster, holds it up in front of us to see. You're kidding me, right? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Did you really think I was that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I guess I went back to the voices. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. I remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot. It's a lot for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of full people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones who are responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about experiencing your feelings, being intimidate. I hate that word. With yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons we're all here in this club today. Don't you want to share without the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Also, the main character, for one, has to burp. Yep, again. Sorry, I don't know why I'm burping so much. Guess it's from all the talking. Sayori looked worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over with it. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances over around everyone else's expected. Okay. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be a death to me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica? This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook into the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finished the reciting. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Why do I always give them different voices? Maybe because I have... Oh, I hate this so much. The reason I can barely, speak right now and why I have to keep pausing in between, mainly because of my nose. My nose has hated me in my entire life, and I hate it. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper behind her hands and stands up. Ha! Gosh, dang it. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances up at us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Aftermage of the Christmas Eye. Yuri's voice shakens as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she so suddenly putting up in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absurd into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp symbols of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and in its structure that she communicates with perfect timing. I'm just gonna be butchering these words that I don't know, so don't mind me. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed into her head until she's finished. Or suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud to her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds up the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. I'm gonna be adding words that I would usually say if I were the one actually writing this game. So just bear in mind with me, okay? Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself. like in front of a mirror or to your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as perfect as a match. As a perfect match. As a match, yes. She loves matches. She wants to light things on fire. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I'd probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Probe liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Eh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of a lot of people. The next time I'm gonna make you pick up a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Probe. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Probe lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Yes, look at those intent eyes. Don't worry, I'm looking at. Okay. Oh God, no! I just now realized they're all in the shortest to tallest, including the size. No, God damn it. God damn it. I don't know what to say. Thank you for lining it up in this order, from right to left. God damn it. Okay. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem was called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her soar attitude disappears in little. Yes, soar. Flying. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when she's spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to a poem, to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier.
I can put on whatever face I want for the people, but when it's just for my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what's it like now. Make sure you pick up a poem and get enough patience before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know if ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting out in much effort into the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up. Let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Probe. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's just go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already been changed. But today, Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day Natsuki asks to walk home with you. Huh? Well, what would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Oh god. I would still walk home with Sayori or Natsuki. Oh god, no. I can't. Oh shit, okay. Oh, but I don't want to let... Sayori. Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Natsuki? Eh? But... She's so cute and fun to be around. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Probe. What do you want? I can see you. Yes, I can see your bald head. Yes, I can see your bald head, Daddy. What are you doing? I do. You're not invisible. Don't look at me like that. I know I do see you. What do you want from me? Well, you're not gonna get that anytime soon. Sorry about that. I know you're my dad. No. No! Oh gosh, you have a harder head. Ah. No, I'm making a video. Only me right now because I'm the only one with the headset on.
Stop it! There's no one there for you to talk to. That's because I am making a video. There is no one to talk to except... It's hell. Don't worry about it. Go home. Yeah. No, this is not your home. Go home. No, I'm talking about this room. No, you don't. You don't pay. You don't pay for this room. No, you don't. No, it's not. I'm actually. No, this is actually no. Are you serious? What? What do you think I'm doing? Well, let's see. Your other choice is maybe on my PC. Yeah, I know that. Yep. It did not even cost that much. Because my dad got it, I think. No, wait. Didn't Jamie get it? Well, I know he didn't. Okay, whatever. What? You do? Well, can I finish making my video? Because I'm currently recording right now. Yes. Yeah. I have my phone up to my mic. Okay. Bye. Yeah, no problems here, just my grandma. Don't worry about it. Yep, just don't worry about it. It's just my grandma. You know, she's just our pet in the basement. Don't worry about it. You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted to, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating about something that's never gonna happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of weird things for Sayori. It's kind of weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy, so... Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay. How long have I been going for now? Let's see. Oh! I didn't even realize I've been going for a little bit more over than an hour. So, I guess I will stop here. Alright, we will continue this game right at that part. So yeah, let's hope you enjoyed me talking to my dad and my grandma and, you know, getting through the second poem. Yeah, the second poem, or was that the third? Yeah, no, that was the second poem. So, anyway, let's go ahead quit, and I will see you guys next time.